So hello. This video, we're going to configure a OSPF, and here this is the uh task that we're going to do. You can find this packet tracer on Jeremy IT Lab. This is the day one of OSPF or part one. It's day 26 lab OSPF part one. So yeah, let's go. First, we're going to configure the appropriate host name and IP address on each device. Enables router interface. You don't have to configure, so we're not going to configure this one. Just going to configure the R1 part, right? So name R1. Let's try and document. I don't think I need yeah, go in host name R1, then interface F10, the address, and that's 0.13.1 and 255.255 slash 30 is 252. Shut down. Then interface G00 IP address, and that's 0.12.1 55.252. Shut down. We're done for R1. Go with R2. Call interface G00 IP address, and that's 0.12.2 5.252. Interface F10 10 S, and that's 0.24.1. Oh, okay. Let's go to we're going to change the host R2. Go with R3. Enable company hostname R3 interface F10 IP address, then the 5.2 shutdown interface F20 IP address, and that 0.34.1 5.2 down part 4. Enable of the host R4 PA interface 20 the address, then the 0.34.2 255.255.252 a shutdown interface 10 IP address, and the 0.24.55.2 then a shutdown, then G0 interface G00 IP address 192.168.4.254 5.252.0. And now shut down. So yeah, check for our PC1 config fast Ethernet. So hot gateway 192.168.4.254. 192.168.4.1. That's it. We're done with step one. Let's go and configure a loopback on each interface. So exit interface loopback. Let's go with 0. So it's up. So IP address 1.1.1.1, then 255.255. Shut down. So yeah, configure the address and R2 IP of the interface loopback 0 IP address 2.2.2.5. Shut down a script. Okay, figured that R3 interface loopback 0 and IP address 3.5 to show IP and interface box 0 IP at 4.4.4.4 to 5.5. We're done with step 2. So let's configure OSPF on each router. It didn't say what process ID, so let's check process ID of 1. It, uh, router OSPF1, then network, and the 0.13.0, wildcard 0.003, area 0, network 0 dot 12 at 0, then 0.003 area network OS box 1.1.1.1 0.0.0.0 area 0. Okay, then configure passive interface but appropriate. When you are using a loopback, you should use a passive interface on the loopback because uh, the loopback doesn't need an advertisement packet because it will just loop on the network interface of the router itself. So needs to configure the passive interface uh, to be efficient. Okay, so let's go with passive interface 1.1.1 passive interface loopback 0. So yeah, we're finished router 1. Oh, no. We're still not finished. We need to enable the OSPF on it. Uh, yeah. Oh, so yeah, forgot to configure T30. So interface T30 IP address 203.0.113.1 5.252. And no shutdown. So Yeah, let's go with router OSPF1. Then network 203.0.113.0. 5 uh 0.0.0.3 area. Oh, so we don't need to add a network because it says do not enable OSPF on R1 internet link. So yeah, let's not do this. So yeah, to finish this three, let's try and for step three, let's check this later of the configure R1 configuration and router OSPF1 and network and that 0.13.0.0.3 area 0 network 14 12 network 1 1 0 0 0 passive back 1. Yeah, step 3 configuration. Going to check this if we are correct configuring OSPF. We need to apply each interface. So interface fast 10 IP OSPF 1 area 0. So interface 10 IP OSPF 1 area 0 interface this G00 interface G00 IP OSPF interface G. Check we configure it correctly to show IP OSPF interface. So yeah, it's up. So let's go with art. Okay, let's go with R3. So exit IP OSPF uh router OSPF1 then network 10.0.0 4.0 0 network 3.3.3.3.0.0 0 passive back 0. Okay, 3 uh router OSPF1 network copy this passive. Okay, okay, let's apply to the interface placement IP OSPF1 area 0 interface F0 IP OSPF 0. Okay, Then let's go with R2. Okay. Exit. IP router OSPF1 area network and that's 0.12.0 then 3 area the network and that's 0.24.0 0 network the 2.2.0 area 0 passive 2.2.2.2 no, loopback 0 and seat interface interface G00 IP OSPF1 area 0 interface F1 0 OSPF1 area that's R2 the router OSPF okay so whenever this is the uh perks of configuring I mean documenting your configuration. Now you can see that you never use the passive loop. So go. Oh no. Yeah. We configure the passive. Okay. So yeah, configure the passive interface loopback 0. Okay. So we're done here. Then R4 last one. Enable config and IP router OSPF1 network. Then the 0 the 34.0 0 network then the 0 the 24 0 network 192.8.4.0 uh 0.0.0 255 area 0 then interface network 4.4.4.4 area passive loopback 4 passive interface of 0 okay state interface uh F F2 0 then IPOSPF 1 area 0 IPOSPF1 interface F10 interface 0 IPOSPF1 area 0 so yeah we're on step 3 no and I think we forgot to enable OSPF on the loopback interface so Yeah, we forgot to apply it on the loopback interface. Let's interface loopback 0 IPOSPF1 area 0 to show IPOSPF interface uh loopback 0. Okay, so now it's up to this. Do that on the other router as well. IP interface box 0, then IPOSPF1 area 0, go IPOSPF1 interface box 0, IPOSPF1 area 0, interface box 0, IPOSPF1 area 0. Okay, so we've done this thing. We're finished. We possibly interface on back face. Say to everyone 00 loop back. ID to everyone. Others here, on here. Finish this. Let's configure the R1 as an border router. Let's go. Do that. Going to interface G30. No, no, no. Router OSPF1. Default information origin. So yeah, so you do it, then exit. And let's go with the interface G0. Then let's configure this as a default exit. I mean default route. Uh, IP route OSPF IP route. Destination 203.110.113.0. Wait a minute. This 0. Wait a minute. IP default network. So we have figured. So IP route at 03 fx 5 to IP route 0.0.0.0 and 0.0.0.0 G30. So now we set the default route to G30 30 interface. Going to add that station. Step 4. Step 4. One formation and exit IP route 0 and G30. Okay. So yeah, if we can figure R1 as an ISPR that our default route to the OSPF domain. So going to check R2, R3, and R4's default route. Let's try. Exit to show IP route. Default route is first. So sign for default route. Check. So yeah, let's connect that one. The R1's become the default route for R2. So yeah, via R1's interface, which is 10.0.12.1. So we're going to expect R3 to be F10's interface, which is 10.0.13.1. So let's check it. So IP route. So yeah, 10.13.1. So how about R4? What is R4's default route? So I think the default route will be F2, this one, because that's the higher IP network address. Let's check. So IP route. Oh, so now they have two two default route. Yeah, but the first one is 10.4.34.1. I believe this is the first route. The second route is a redundant for redundancy. If our if uh if this route didn't work, I'm going to change default route here in fast Ethernet 1.0 interface. Okay. So yeah, this is my answer. So yeah, that's it. Going to verify it. Go and verify it. Uh, Go and verify it to day 26. Oh no, this part 2. Go with part 1. I've done this lab a long time ago.